Oh, that's so good. Hi. Hi. Sorry, I'm like being distracted by my coffee. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to a new vlog. It's a new vlog. It's Thursday. And it's been an interesting week. So in the last vlog, I wasn't feeling well. You kind of saw that by the end of the vlog. Part of it was in my head, part of it was real. My IBS has just been flaring up in a way that it just really hasn't in quite a while, which is annoying because that's the last thing I need right now. It's bad enough my fibro has already been flaring lately. I don't need my IBS to flare as well. But my IBS is stress induced, pretty much. It's more stress induced than food induced. So most of the time I can eat whatever I want, you know, within reason, but my general diet and what I eat does not set off my IBS. But stress, physical stress or emotional stress, mental stress can really set it off. I just think I'm reaching a kind of boiling point with my stress levels at the moment, which is frustrating because that's largely self-induced. Like, I can choose not to stress about a lot of these things. Nothing I am currently stressing about is really that worth it. I ended up taking a sick day on Tuesday. I didn't go teach. That has made a huge difference. I was not feeling well on Tuesday. I did manage to go to campus on Wednesday for office hours. I knew that would be easier because that's just going and sitting in my office for 2 hours and then coming home. Office hours on Zoom have just ended. I had one student come, which was lovely. So now I'm just shifting to reviewing drafts. I'm still trying to take things easy, but it's also kind of worked out because there are some things that my online students have turned in. I think I'm going to try to get those graded because they're just checking something off so they won't be hard. And then my other students, they don't turn any, their finals are due tonight. So there's some things that have been turned in early, but I might just wait and grade them all or start grading them all tomorrow and then finishing on Monday, and that should be fine. I've been working, I've been getting stuff done today, but it just is a lot. I've also got some letters of recommendation I need to submit. So the letter is pretty much written, but I need to tweak it for each school and then submit that. Did one yesterday. I've got 5 other links in my inbox to submit. So I'm going to try to get that done. But I'm really trying to just tell myself that, like, I don't have to power through. Like, this week I'm just trying not to power through anything, basically. I'm trying to just do what I can do when I can do it, and it'll all be fine. It'll all work out in the end. So this morning I did manage to get an early start, so I'm doing well, and I think I will be done with teaching work a little bit early today. And then I can move on to some book work. We'll talk about that later. I'm determined to actually get some book work done, but I have gotten some book work done over the last day or so. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I want to try to get the rest of this teaching stuff done. I've done some nice, gentle, cozy yoga this morning. Might do another gentle, cozy yoga session later this afternoon, early evening. I just am realizing I need to be prioritizing yoga again and just doing stuff for me. I wasn't able to wake up early enough to go for a walk this morning like I'd wanted to, but hopefully tomorrow. And yeah, in the meantime I was able to do yoga, so that's what matters. But yeah, I've got an autumn playlist of some of my favorite songs that just kind of remind me of autumn playing on my iPhone. I've got a cozy ASMR, it's like wind blowing through fall leaves video on my old laptop, which is charging, thankfully, so I'm able to watch a video on that while I work on my work laptop and give my new laptop just a little bit of a break. It is also charged. Oh, it's done charging. So yeah, just gonna get some work done and then I will check with you guys in a little bit. Welcome to the vlog. We'll see where this one takes us. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. I have gotten one of the classes graded, the easy. It's a brainstorming exercise, so it literally takes me just a couple minutes. I'm gonna do the second one in a little bit though. I'm gonna give myself a break. I'm realizing I need to take breaks. It can kind of be a bit like a dog with a bone, where I just get going, I get in the zone, and I just plow through my work. And I don't think that's helping me. I'm just realizing that, like, especially with the weather changing, I think this is going to give me more of an incentive, but just also the semester's kind of going full steam ahead. We're in the middle of it now. You know, we're not still in the beginning stages where everything's like just getting started and we're still getting settled in. Like, we are locked in now. Fall break is week after next. Just nuts. I have to start being a little bit more conscious of my workload and how much I'm piling onto my schedule, and how much I'm powering through things, and like not overworking myself. So part of that is going to be to take breaks. Part of that was doing yoga this morning, but I'm also just kind of deciding I need to, even if it cuts into my time on book work in the afternoon, like I can't work 8 hours straight. So I did eat lunch at my desk, but I'm going to step away from the desk for about 30 minutes. So it's a little bit after 2 right now, so a little bit after 2:30. 20-30 minutes. No more than 30, no less than 20. That's my rule that I'm deciding right now. So I want to go find like a 20-ish minute video to watch on YouTube and just kind of lay down, relax, rest for a bit, and then I will come back to the desk and finish this last bit of grading in my online class, so the other section of my online class, as well as the emails. So I'm gonna go rest and relax and just take a breather. Back at my desk. I've got some carrot sticks and peanut butter as a snack. I've had a lovely break, a little bit longer than I intended, but I think I needed it. And part of it was longer because I did the dishes and chopped up the carrots, so that was worth it. I had a lovely break. Watched a few videos, watched 2 silent vlogs, one from Genevieve from My Complicated Life, and the other by, I think her name's Adriana. Her channel is called YR Studio. Yeah, I'm getting into those just a little bit because they make you have to pay attention. You can't be doing something else while you watch them. So yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. The one by Genevieve and the one by Adriana were just great to watch while I was resting. But then I also watched a really good writing vlog by Christina. So I had a couple of my AuthorTube friends keeping me company on my break today, which was really nice. Now it's just a little bit before 3 and I'm ready to get back to work. It was cloudy, but now it's getting sunny out there. So I have closed my blinds because they're starting to bounce the light in a lot. So I've turned on my lamps and my battery operated candles. I need to get my fake candle lit again. I've been burning this one at my desk and it's delightful. So, okay, where are we at? I need to, looks like there hasn't been any new emails, so fingers crossed I might be done looking at drafts for the day. But I need to finish the grading for my other section of my online class. That'll take me just a few minutes. And then I need to finish up these letters of recommendation because I just want to get them done this week. And I feel like tomorrow is going to end up being all grading pretty much. So I'm going to enjoy my carrot sticks and peanut butter, put my music back on, and try to get the rest of this teaching work done by 4-ish, 4:30-ish. Since I didn't take a full hour break, I can finish a little early, and I got an early start today. So yeah, I think 4 to 4:30 is going to be my cutoff point for today. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, it is now 4:29, so just about 4:30. I'm done with work. I'm done with teaching work, but I still have lots of other work I want to try to do. I think I'm going to blow out the Forbidden Fig candle, and I want to light the Applewood and Amber one in a moment. And I need to do some proofreading corrections. So, book update. Where are we at? What have I managed to do since the last time I did any work? Because I didn't really get to do any work in this project on Monday, as you'll have seen in that vlog. I just managed to get some book description writing done and a little bit of work on the cover. The ebook cover, or rather the front cover illustration, is now pretty much done, I think. I hope. There's some little things that might need to be tweaked for getting everything uploaded and whatnot, but for the most part it is put together. I'm really happy with the illustration. I've got them on my laptop side by side, book 1 and book 2, and I think they go well together. And it's kind of cool to see my idea for the covers coming together. So every cover is going to be a different shop or business that each book is set in. And so as I get more of these books together, you'll kind of have like the lineup of the shops, or the way these first books are. The bookshop is on the main street, the High, which is where a lot of the action takes place. The Silver Stag is on a road I've named Miners Row, and Miners Row runs perpendicular to the High. But I just had this idea when I first started coming up with the covers of like Instagram pictures I could take once I have like 5 or 6 or 7 books in the series, of like them all laid out on a blanket or something, kind of in the position that they would be, almost like an aerial map. So yeah, I do need to still take my little cutout of the door, because the door is going to go just like I did with book 1. The front door of the stag is going to go on the spine, just like the front door of the bookshop went on the spine. So that was another idea that one of my lovely subscribers came up with. I mentioned that I wanted to do something on the spine, and Amelia suggested doing the doors of each business. And so I like that idea, because as well, if you have the whole series and they're all shelved spine out, you'll see all the doors in a row. So I need to do my little cutout of the door so that I've got that as a separate PNG that I can drag and drop in when I start doing the paperback. So the ebook cover is pretty much done. Like, I keep looking at it, I keep coming back to it, and I can't see anything else I would want to change. So I just need to work on the big cover. The only thing I haven't done yet is put it on my big monitor to see it like bigger, so I'm gonna do that really quick. But I'm really happy with how the cover is turning out. I just think this one turned out really cute. I do always worry about, I was talking about this a little bit in the end of the last vlog. I do worry sometimes slightly about how my covers compete next to other books. I was talking in the last vlog about how like I struggle with comparison as a publisher. As a writer, I don't. As a publisher, I do. So yeah, I struggle with that a little bit, and that's the one thing I'm worried about, but this is what it is. It's too late. I'm not redrawing the whole cover. So it's frustrating though, because I really like my covers. And I think on their own, they're great. They fit the books. I really like them. But up against other books, that's where I worry that they're not competitive enough. But you can always put new covers on books down the road. So this is what it is. I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out really cute, and I can't wait to be able to show you guys. And that will be soon. Hopefully in the next few vlogs we'll have a cover reveal, which, by the way, if you are not signed up to my email newsletter, the link is in the description box. Do that, please. Do that for a number of reasons. Number one, newsletter subscribers get first access to all the reveals, all the dates, all the information, and when the book comes out, they usually get at least a few days advance notice ahead of actual launch day. I always pick a launch day, but I hit publish about a week ahead of that because it can take 72 hours for the book to go live. So I always hit publish well in advance of launch day. And so there's kind of like a soft launch and then the big launch. And email subscribers always get notified as soon as the book is live. So if you want first access to everything, including the book itself, make sure you are signed up to the email list. But I have been wanting to like just plug my email list again, because there have been quite a few new people since the last time I mentioned it. Subscribing, I don't do, other than launch months, I don't send out emails very regularly. So I don't email very frequently. So it's not a bad idea to sign up. And if you do sign up, and another reason why I would love for people to sign up is you never know what happens. And if my Instagram if I ever got locked out of Instagram or locked out of YouTube or had my YouTube account terminated for some crazy reason, it seems hard to imagine, but it has happened. I've heard the horror stories. I don't control these platforms. I do control my email list. So if you would ever be sad to one day just not see me in your sub box, you might want to sign up to the email newsletter just for emergency purposes. I promise I will not spam your inbox. I'm noticing now there is one thing I think I need to fix slightly. One thing on the cover I need to tweak. But yeah, other than that, the ebook cover is nearly done. I can't do the print cover though until I finish the proof copy, the proofreading, and get the book interior done. So that is what I'm going to work on today. It's already now nearly 5 o'clock. So I will see how far I get. I have read through the book. I've made all my notes, annotated each page. So now I just need to go through on Vellum, scrolling through everything and make the changes. I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know if that's going to take me just a couple hours, or if that, you know, across 1 or 2 days, or if that's going to take me several hours across a few days. So I'm going to work for like an hour and see how far I get, just to kind of gauge how much I can do in 1 hour, and then we'll go from there. nearly 6 o'clock. So in a little over an hour, I got up through chapter 7. So I'm at chapter 8 is where I will start tomorrow. If I get started at 4, because I didn't get started until almost 5 on this. So if tomorrow I can start no later than 4, I might be able to get this done tomorrow. It'll be fine, and I'm still excited about the book itself. I'm just not excited about this part of the process. But I think tomorrow I'm gonna try to just make a big push on getting the changes done so that the book interior is done. Like, I think if I can get the book interior done tomorrow, that would be great. And then the weekend I can focus on the book description and the cover. But it is now 6 o'clock. I want to go do some yoga, just like 10 or 15 minutes. I can feel my back is not good. So I just need to stretch a bit and try to get myself feeling just a little bit more comfortable before I sit down and like relax for the night. It is a little bit after 8, so not terribly late. I'm still watching TV. I've been watching YouTube, watching some nice relaxing YouTube videos while I eat dinner, but I do have an episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, so I think I might watch that. So it's the 29th as I'm filming this. So tomorrow is the last day of September. So I'm really not that far off my schedule. I'm really not. And I need to remind myself of that. I'm really not behind by much. But tomorrow's the last day of September, and then it's October, which means Preptober will be starting. And it's so funny too. I got 2, don't know if, I doubt I've heard back from the one, and I'm still needing to research the other. But so yeah, it's just about Preptober by the time this video goes up, because this will go up on Monday. So it will be October. Preptober will have started. I will definitely try to do some Preptober type videos, just how I'm preparing, but October is hopefully going to be largely book launch month. So there will be a lot of book launch related stuff and talking about Independent Hearts 2, and you know, there'll be the upload day vlog. There will be preparing for launch, probably do some behind the scenes, like some snippets inside the book, like what you can expect. So there'll be some Independent Hearts related videos. But I'm also wanting to, like, October also needs to be a month of preparing for November and NaNoWriMo, but also catching up on stuff that didn't get done in September because I've been so focused on the books. I haven't done any writing since, I think I did some at the very beginning of the month. I need to look at my, yeah, the last day that I wrote anything, I wrote on the 1st and the 2nd and the 7th. And those were the only days I managed to write. And I've only spent about 15 minutes on my outline for Across the Pond 4, which is supposed to be my book for NaNoWriMo. So my outline is really behind for that. I think that's going to be the focus for October once Independent Hearts is uploaded, is a lot of just preparing for that and trying to catch up on the outline and getting that ready. So there'll be some outlining content, I think, in October, but also a lot of writing and just trying. I really, really, really wanted to finish the first draft of Royal Romance before I start writing the first draft of book 4 of Across the Pond for Nano. I'm not far. I only have like 3 chapters left to write in that book, so I know I can do it in a month if I'm actually working on it. So that's kind of been another reason why I really want to have Independent Hearts uploaded by like the 8th at the latest, because once that's uploaded, there's nothing else I have that I can do with that book other than preparing marketing and gathering images and things like that, working up newsletter drafts and things of that sort. I should be able to do a lot of outlining and writing in October, and I'm really looking forward to that. It just kind of got to a point where between teaching and copy editing and formatting and proofreading, I don't have anything extra for writing and outlining and creative work, but I miss the creative work so much. Like, thank goodness it's only been a month since like I've stopped working on those projects, so it's only really been the last 3 weeks that I've not done any writing, whereas I feel like it's kind of just the beginning of this year that it was like 4 months of not getting any writing or outlining or creative type work done because I was so focused on getting Brave Together done. So yeah, it hasn't been that long, but this is definitely like my limit. Like, I can feel I'm going through the withdrawals of not having done any writing, and it's not good. I need to get back to that. So I'm looking forward to diving into other people's Preptober videos and getting some ideas for how I want to prep for it. So yeah, so Preptober is coming. Well, it will have arrived by the time this vlog goes up. NaNoWriMo is coming sooner than we think. But book launch is also coming sooner than we think. Sooner than it feels. I think that's the thing. It feels like it's still so far away, but I know I'm gonna blink, and it's like this next week is going to go by really fast, and I know I'm gonna make a lot of progress over the weekend, and then next weekend at the latest I will be able to upload everything, and then it's just gonna be a race downhill to launch day, because this really is the hardest part. Just FYI, if you're thinking of getting into self-publishing, these last few steps before you upload everything, for me, is the hardest part. Other indie authors, I'd like to know, like, what do you feel is the hardest part? Anyway, that's a little bit of a ramble about Preptober and Nano and what you can kind of expect over the next few weeks. October is gonna go by really fast, but it's gonna be exciting. I'm just putting that out there. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be good. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. That would be lovely and amazing, and I would really appreciate that as well. Say hi in the comments. As our question of the day, I've done yoga twice today, so I'd like to know, do you do yoga? If you do you have any YouTube channels that you would recommend? If you don't do yoga, what do you enjoy doing to relax and unwind kind of physically after a day of like being at your desk or being on your feet at work, like whatever your situation is? I'd like to know what sort of physical self-care things you guys do to help you decompress and switch off after a day of work. So that can be our question of the day. I think there might also be a yoga emoji, so if you don't want to answer the question, you can just leave me some yoga emojis in the comments, and that would be fun to see. So I'm gonna go make a nice mug of hot chocolate. That is just what I feel like right now, and then cozy up on the couch and watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Not the coziest of shows, but I do enjoy it, and then get in bed and read and relax before I go to sleep. So thank you very much for watching this vlog, and I will see you all very soon in the next one. Bye!